Back here on SportsLine, down at Florida today, in the Swamp, Cameron Neubauer introduced as the new women's basketball coach at the University of Florida. 79 wins, back-to-back OVC regular season and tournament championships this year, including a perfect season in the OVC this season. Cameron Neubauer down to Florida, taking over a program that's really a sleeping giant, the only program in Florida to never win an SEC championship. It's his opportunity now. He was introduced this afternoon in Gainesville. Athletic Director Scott Strickland had the honors.
Appreciate everybody being here today, and it's an exciting day. Anytime you get a chance to bring somebody new into the athletic department here at Florida, and we're very excited today because of who we get to bring in and what he represents. I want to begin though real quick. I want to, as I've learned in my 5 months here, the number of people it takes to make this place run successfully is remarkable, and and their talents and how much energy and how much passion they have for this place. So I want to thank those on my staff collectively who are part of this process, and specifically I want to thank Linda Teeler for her leadership during this role, and I can't imagine being here in this job without Linda and all she provides to us. So thank you very much, Linda. You know, when you begin a search for a head coach, especially for this position, there's always certain things you look for that are important. We wanted someone who had a plan for how they could be successful in the SEC and nationally. We wanted somebody who really had a sense of connection to this league and this part of the country. We thought that was important, that understood the recruiting effort that's needed to attract the very best young people to come and be a part of this program and help us be successful. Someone that knows how to take those young people and develop them and teach them not just about basketball, but about life, about the importance of taking care of their academics and preparing them for what happens when the ball stops bouncing. And someone who could be invested in the University of Florida and in the Gainesville community in the state of Florida. And tell you a quick story. A year ago, I was working at a different school. That school was hosting a first and second round NCAA tournament games for the first time ever. And so operationally, there were some things we were trying to make sure we were doing right. Our school was playing the second game. Mississippi State was playing the second game. The first game was between Belmont and Michigan State. And I went over about halftime of that game to make sure that operationally everything was going okay and we had fans coming in fine. And I walk in, and it's like a 2-point game. Michigan State's a 4 seed. Belmont's, I think, 13 seed. And so I suddenly get interested in this really close basketball game. And I notice this Belmont team is not as talented as Michigan State team, but they're hanging right there with them. And I start noticing, as people in my profession do, the bench and what's going on that bench. You see a lot of young ladies who are really dialed in, and they're competing really hard. And so I start taking notice of the coach, this young guy. And he looks way younger than me, even though I don't really think he is. And his presence and the way that he was, the young ladies were responding to him was really impressive. So between games, I thought I'm going to, instead of just hanging around here watching warm-ups, layup lines, I'm going to sneak in the press conference. I'm going to watch, see how he does in front of with the press. And as you're about to see, he did really well with the press and just the way he communicates. And we had a really good coach there. And I thought, you know, I hope I'm not in the market for a women's basketball coach for a long time, but it may have a colleague somewhere around the country who is. And it's good to keep this name in the back of my file. So it was amazing the last few weeks as I talked to leaders across the country who know women's basketball. Cam Neubauer's name kept coming up, and I kept remembering, yeah, that's the guy I saw last year coaching Belmont. And I noticed they had a remarkable year this year, going undefeated in the OVC, sweeping through their conference tournament. And certain things kept coming up over and over about Cam. Number one, how respected he is, highly thought of. Obviously, the way he connects with people, as you will see. The number of people who know him and have a relationship with him, which I think goes back to the connection piece. How he treats people. Can't tell you the number of people I've heard from in the last 24 hours from all across our league who have a connection, talk about interaction that's very positive they have with Cam and the way he made them feel. And I think that specifically that connection piece, relationship piece, is so important in recruiting and developing young people and being a part of this community. We talked to several really intriguing candidates, and the one thing that became obvious through that process is that Cameron was the most ready to come in here and help us be better from day one. And he was the one who wanted to be at Florida more than any other. And those are two really important traits. Because I think history shows, if you look around this place, if you're ready to go, if you have the skill set and the talent and the experience, and you really want to be at the University of Florida, there's a great chance you're going to be successful. I'm excited here to, before I bring him up, I want to introduce his lovely wife, Sarah Neubauer, and their two beautiful kids, Chloe and Millie. They're over here on the right, my right. Really, really happy to have you guys as part of our family here and part of the Gator Nation. And with that, it is my pleasure to introduce to you the 10th women's basketball coach at the University of Florida, Cam Neubauer.
Really appreciate everybody being here. Thanks for turning out. Just want to, first and foremost, I'm blessed and highly favored to be here. And I want to thank God for the many blessings that He's bestowed upon me over the years. And, I also got to thank you guys for being here today, because yesterday was Sarah's birthday, and she didn't know that we were putting together this party for her, right? Happy birthday, my beautiful bride. So, nice little vacation for her birthday. And it's, I'm an emotional, passionate person. And so I might get a little emotional today, because this is truly a dream come true for me, to be standing here in front of you, to be standing here as Scott Strickland's first hire at the University of Florida, and to be the next women's basketball coach at the University of Florida. This is truly a dream come true. And I would be remiss if I did not first and foremost thank Belmont University. They believed in me first. Mike Strickland hired me. The leadership of him and Dr. Bob Fisher at Belmont. Scott Corley, the AD that's there now, believed in me. The mentorship I had from the men's coach Rick Bird and Betty Wiseman was unparalleled to anything I could ever imagine. The staff that we had over the 4 years at Belmont, for us to build what we did and to win 21 straight games this year, the second longest winning streak in the nation, for us to have the second most road wins in the nation, was a true testament to our team and our program and the staff. You hear about how it takes a village to raise a child. It takes a village to build a program. It takes a true village to build a program. You heard Scott mention that about what you have here at Florida. And so without our coaching staff the last 4 years, without them, the support staff, everybody at Belmont believing in the vision, believing in what we were building, there's no way that I would be here today. And to the three seniors that finished with us this year, and the two other seniors that couldn't finish due to injuries, what they did, what those 5 seniors did with buying into me and believing in me and believing in the foundation that was being laid at Belmont, I thank them forever, because they helped me live my dream there, and they have essentially pushed me on to live this dream here. And so I just want to thank Belmont University and everybody there and all that they did for us and provided. So thank you so much. And, I want to thank my wife and my beautiful daughters for putting up with me and dealing with the craziness of this profession and being such an unbiased fan of our young ladies everywhere we've been. My mom is here. My stepfather, Bill. My brother, my brother-in-law, John, and my sister-in-law, Jocelyn. And when you talk about living a dream, these people have lived the dream with me. They've helped me live this dream. They've supported me, and they've built this with me and helped me when I went through tough times and thought I couldn't do it. They've given me the confidence to get there. And so for them to be here today is an amazing, special moment for us to share. To the University of Florida, to Dr. Fox and his leadership on this amazing campus in this incredible city, to Scott Strickland and Linda Teeler, to have the confidence in me and belief in me to bring me here for an interview, first and foremost. And for Jeremy Foley to build the most revered athletics department in the entire nation. And now to have the opportunity to stand here before you and to get to lead one of the programs is amazing. And so I couldn't be more thankful and proud, Scott, to be your first hire here at the University of Florida and to lead the women's basketball program. And I want to thank all the administrators that are here, and I'm sorry I can't name you all, the coaches that are here, the coaches I met with, and understand that the legacy you have built, the legacy that you have built with the student athletes, with the caliber of person, with the high quality of character and integrity that they stand for. You have created this. Jeremy Foley was the leader, but you did the legwork and took his vision and made it happen, and it came to fruition. And to the young ladies I just met with earlier today, our team, how excited I am to be part of them. How excited I am to lead you, for us to go all in and to see what we can do. That's an incredible honor for me to have shared that last hour with you guys and for you guys to show me around the facility, and that was special. So thank you for your time and for embracing me. And we know we've got work to do, and we know that we're going to work and we're going to get after it, and we're looking forward to that.